Good afternoon, students. Good morning, students. Today, I am going to discuss about the general of principles and processes of isolation of elements. What is the topic? General principles and processes of isolation of elements. You know well, student, that metals are very important for all of us. Why? Because for the fast growth of any nation, industries are required, and almost all industry requires metal. Therefore, it is very important to learn about the extraction of metals and its uses. So, let us begin the topic. Students, you know well that matter exists in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. This is the physical classification. And chemical classification is mixture, element, and compounds. So purest substance matters are the purest substance are called elements, and there are three categories of elements. One is called non-metallic elements, which are electronegative in nature. They have the tendency to get reduced. They form acidic oxides, and they lie after group 14 to group 18 in modern periodic table and placed in the right hand side of the table. Second is the metal, which are electropositive, whose oxides are basic in nature. They have a tendency to give up the electron. They are good conductor of heat and electricity. All these properties are the properties of metals. So, the total element known to us, almost 80% of that are metals. So, metal constitute 80% of the total elements known so far. And metalloids have the property of in between the non-metals and metals. They may react with the acid, they may react with the base. And if you will see the periodic table properly, what you will find that in the right hand side there are these elements are arranged diagonally in the periodic table. Arsenic, antimony, germanium, these are the common example of that, which you can find in the periodic table. So we will focus our attention on extraction of metals only. The process of extraction of metal from the earth crust is known as metallurgy. The whole process of obtaining, what is metallurgy? The whole process of obtaining a pure metal from one of its ore is known as metallurgy. The process of extraction of any metal from one of its ore in which its quantity is maximum is known as metallurgy. So we should know that metals are found in nature in two states. First state is called native state or free state. The element or those metals which are least reactive and have little or no affinity for oxygen, moisture, and other chemical reagents occur in free state or native state. Platinum, gold, silver falls under these categories. Combined state, elements which are chemically reactive, that is, are readily affected by oxygen, moisture, carbon dioxide of the atmosphere, occurs in the combined state in the form of simple or complex compounds, and these compounds are known as minerals. So minerals are what? The simple or complex compound formed due to reaction of metals with the oxygen, moisture, carbon dioxide, etc. of the nature are known as minerals. In combined state, these minerals are found as an oxide or chlorides or sulfides or carbonates, sulfate, phosphate, silicates, etc. So these are, and one of such compounds contain maximum percentage of the metals. So that is that combined state in which the presence of metal is maximum is known as ore of that metal. The compound, simple or complex compound, in which percentage of metal is very high and from which normally extraction of metals are done is known as ore. So minerals are the subpart of the ore. That means those minerals from which metals can be obtained conveniently and profitably in large quantity are called ores. So before we discuss the metallurgical operations, what are the processes that we employ or apply to extract the metal, we should know some important terms related to the metallurgy. Minerals. The first term is minerals. What is mineral? Minerals, the natural substances in which metals occur in the native state or combined state in the form of compound in the earth are called minerals. So the natural substances, the first one, mineral. So what is mineral? Minerals, natural substances in which metals occur in native state or free state or also in combined state in the form of compounds such as oxides, carbonates, chlorides, sulfides, sulfates, etc. are called minerals. Then second important term is ore. The minerals from which metals can be the minerals from which metals can be extracted conveniently and profitably in appreciable quantity are known as ores. Note: all ores are minerals, but all minerals are not the ore. Ore is basically that mineral which contains appreciable quantity of metal and from which metals can be extracted conveniently and profitably, means economically, is called ore. There are many types of mineral of a particular metal, but one or two of them are such in which percentage of metal is very high and extraction of metal from such mineral is convenient and profitable. Those minerals are only referred to as ore, and other mineral in which percentage of metal is less and it is not convenient and profitable are not treated as ore. That is why it is better to say all ores are minerals, but all minerals are not the ore. We will discuss the types of ore that is normally found in the nature later on. First, let us complete the metallurgical terms. So third metallurgical term is gangue. What is gangue? The impurities the undesired impurities present in the ore are called gangue or matrix. Gangue. What is gangue? The undesired impurities present in ore such as rock, clay, sand, moisture, SiO2, etc. are called gangue or matrix. So gangue are the impurities of the ore, and these impurities may be present in the form of silicate, in the form of earthy materials like sand, like rock, moisture, etc. The fourth term in the metallurgy is called flux. The fourth term is called flux. What is flux? It is the substance that chemically combines with gas. It is the substance that chemically combines with gas to form the gas which may still be present in the calcinated ore or roasted ore, that may still be present in the roasted or concentrated ore to form the easily fusible material, to form the easily fusible material called slag. That means flux combines with gangue to form slag. Gangue plus flux gives slag, fusible material. Fusible material which is lighter than the molten metal and insoluble in molten metal, floats over the surface of the metal and from where it can be skimmed off. So flux, types of flux. Types of flux. Flux are basically two types. One is called acidic flux. Acidic flux, like SiO2, like Na2B4O7.10H2O, borax. It is silica. And number two is basic flux. This is limestone, CaCO3, magnesite, MgCO3, hematite, CO, etc. So if the gangue is acidic in nature, then we add a acidic flux. So if the impurity like calcium oxide, let it be present in the ore as an impurity. So it is gangue plus SiO2. This is acidic flux and it combines on heating to form calcium silicate slag. Basic flux. If the gang is acidic in nature, then in that case, this is basic flux is used to form calcium silicate. It is fusible and very light. So in fact, flux are added at the after calcination or roasting. If the ore still contains some impurities, in that case it is required to be heated with the chemical substance which has the property to remove these impurities, and such substances are known as chemical substances, are called flux. And flux are basically of two natures. One such flux are called acidic flux, which combines with the basic gang to form the slag, and the slag are the waste material which is formed due to reaction between the gang and flux, and it is fusible and lighter than the molten metal, so it floats over the metal surface and is skimmed off time to time. Now we will learn the important types of ore that we have to first understand. What are the important types of ore? Types of ores. Ores are may be divided into four main types. First is the native ores. Native ores. The ores contain metal infused. Such ores contains metal in free state and are